Yo, what's going on, ladies and gents? My name is Arbuckle. Welcome back to another video. Today we are once again back on Black Ops 4, and today is another episode in my Gold Gun Best Class Setup series. Today we're going to be taking a look at the submachine gun MX9. It's actually the first one that you unlock in the game. Very good submachine gun, pretty fun to use, and if you run this right class setup, you'll do very, very well with it. So, obviously the primary that we're running is the MX9. I'm running Elo sight, rapid fire stock, and hybrid mags. I'm not running a first perk. I'm not running a secondary. My perk 2 is Gung Ho, and I'm running 2 perk 3s. I'm running Ghost and Dead Silence, obviously primary gunfighter, and perk 3 Greed. So I want to start off by talking about the sight for the weapon. Generally, when I use submachine guns, I don't use sights. I never have, and I didn't think that I ever would. But with Black Ops 4, I've actually started using a lot more sights with my SMGs. The first 2 submachine guns I've used sights for. I'm not a big fan of the iron sights. Generally, there's a few SMGs that I don't like the iron sights for that I will throw on the Elo or the Reflex. But with the first 2 SMGs in Black Ops 4, I don't like the iron sights at all, especially the first one here, this MX9. If you guys take a look when you're using the MX9, you'll notice that the iron sight almost appears to be an assault rifle iron sight. It's so big, it takes up a big portion of the screen. And I don't know about you guys, but when I use SMGs, I tend to run around the map, right? I don't tend to sit back. SMGs are meant for pushing, for rushing spawns. And when I'm rushing into a spawn, I don't want my iron sight to take up the entire screen. I feel like I'm using a SCAR almost from like past Call of Duty games when I'm running around in the spawn. And I don't like that. I don't want to have my gun blocking my viewpoint. So I'm running an Elo sight so that it takes it down a little bit. It's easier to kind of see where I'm going and fight multiple enemies at one time. And again, like if you like the iron sights, you can stick to it. But one of the main reasons that I'm running the Elo with this SMG is because of how awful the iron sight is. So obviously running the Elo sight, I'm running rapid fire. The gun is fairly weak. You guys will notice if you don't run rapid fire, it does shoot fairly slow and it takes a much longer time to kill people. Obviously when running rapid fire, it is going to throw off your aim a little bit. You're going to have a little bit more recoil. However, when you're using an SMG, recoil isn't really that big of a deal. You're not going to be in a lot of mid to long range gunfights if you're pushing spawns. So I think rapid fire is definitely worth using. I originally used long barrel, but because of how long it was taking to kill people, I took off long barrel and replaced with rapid fire so I could get up close and personal and kill people much quicker. I'm also running stock. I almost always run stock if the SMG has it. When you're running around in the spawn, generally when you're having those close quarters gunfights, people are going to jump and move around. You want to be able to move around quickly while you're aiming down sights. So stock allows me to do that. And then I'm running hybrid mags. So this gun actually takes a little bit longer to reload. Plus, like I said, it does take a little bit of time to kill people. So this is kind of like a win-win. Obviously, we have more ammunition in the magazine, and then or in the clip, or in the magazine. And then it allows you to reload quicker, which is nice, right? Like, it's always nice to be able to reload quicker, especially when the gun is trash at reloading. It does have a fairly slow reload time, so hybrid mags is that win-win. I'm not running a perk 1. I didn't think it was necessary. I am running Gung Ho. Always been a big fan of Gung Ho, especially with SMGs. Like I said, running around in the map, you're having those crazy close quarters gunfights. You want to be able to start shooting while you're aiming down sight, and or while you're sprinting, and be able to take out people quicker. You want to have that upper hand. You just want to give yourself that advantage to win more gunfights. So Gung Ho is a must. And then perk 3 Greed, I'm running Dead Silence and Ghost. I always love running these two. You guys watch all my videos know that I'm a big fan of using Ghost and Dead Silence. When you're running around pretty much the entire game, having Ghost is going to be extremely clutch because you're never going to show up on the radar if you're constantly moving. Keep in mind, if you do decide to camp with your SMG, Ghost is not going to be helpful. But then I'm using Dead Silence. Like I said in one of my last videos, everybody nowadays has military grade headsets, so you do want to try to be quiet and stay away from your teammates that are moving around and sound like horses. But having that Dead Silence is something that you really will notice makes a big difference. Players will hear you coming from a mile away if you don't have it. So like I said, guys, MX9, we're running Elo, rapid fire stock, hybrid mags. Obviously you want to run primary gunfighter so that you're able to run all of those. No secondary, no perk 1, no equipment. Perk 2, Gung Ho. Perk 3, perk 3 Greed, Ghost and Dead Silence. That is the class setup for the MX9. Those are my personal opinions on the gun. I think that if you guys use this exact class setup, you guys will notice a huge difference, and you'll be able to do much better. But anyway, guys, if you guys have any questions about the gun, the video, anything else to add, make sure to leave it down in the comment section below. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see all you guys in the next video. Can we be friends?